Uh, Now let us to talk about the fruits management in organic way. Most of the people, they ask why they fail in a fruit farming, because of the insects or whichever way. But the nature of the God, if you can look up the fruit tree that is in a forest, they never they never got those challenges. So there is something we need to go to the forest, and then we get the data to see how we can manage our own fruits at the home. Like for example, when we talk about the fruits, we need to know which is the right nutrients needs in a tree plants. If you look, according to what for me I have been discovering, especially to those who are trying to do the avocados, I see most of the, you see, you are not supposed to compete with the nature just spraying a lot of the chemical to the trees. The end of the day, still they fail. They lose, even after working very hard for spraying. But what I can advise the people is like this. Set the calendar very clearly as a farmer. If you are in Kenya, let me just give an example in Kenya right now, because it is where I have a good history from when I was young up to my older age. The land preparation is supposed to be taken from September, from August to September. Most of the regions, like in anyway, let me just say the land preparation, because we don't receive the rain season at the same time in Kenya. But what I have to say, preparation, during the preparation, what is called preparation, land preparation, we need to ask ourselves those things. Either you are doing the fruits or whichever, or you will grow the maize. We always know what maize consume from the soil. We always know what fruit consume from the soil. And if you are doing the fruit as a commercialization, what you are supposed to do so you can be 100% your flowering season or the fruits, they will not spoil. There is a secret behind. Most of the trees, the flowers fall because of lack of the copper. The flowers, I think, let me combine this as a tomato, because most of the tomatoes still they lose the flowers because of the lack of the calcium and copper. But I don't think in Kenya we have this problem with the calcium from the soil like other countries. But what I know, copper plays in a very big part. If the soil they lack the copper, then expect, even you spray the foliar fades, even you spray what, even you top dress what, it will become nothing. The end of the day you will lose. What we used to do, because I have been worked even outside as a worker when I was a Kayanka boy, you know, as we started those kind of the working in a hard and intense the sun in a big farms. By the way, there is secret you need to know. Copper sulfate is a most inexpensive nutrients or the nutrition of the product. The copper sulfate, maybe the people can say it is a chemical, is a mixture of this and this and this, yeah. But let me tell you, copper is, there is organic copper and there is a fake copper. But me, I'm talking about the mind, the organic copper sulfate. You go, you buy an organic sulfate copper. 25 kg in Kenya cost over 22,000. 25 kg. So it is very expensive. So you need to ask yourself, why this thing is very expensive? And they say we need it to be in our samba. You get that copper sulfate, you mix First, the copper sulfate, because it is more expensive, you buy the sand. You get 2 tons of sand from the river, and then you mix very well. First you mix very well with that copper sulfate with 2 tons of sand, and then from there you get the lime. The lime you put there, is it 25 bags of that lime? You mix together still. You mix again. Everything is mixing. Does not like the lazy people, because that is something I worked, even I hated those works, but the end of the day you will see the result. After mixing, then you get something we call the I don't know, people in Kenya will say the sugar is very expensive. You get brown sugar from the real companies that they make the sugar cane. The sugar. Just like the Mumias, you can use the Transoia, you can use from the Muhoroni. I have done with it, and those sugars just worked very well. Once you mix, you can add 10 kgs of the sugar just to mix. Mixing does not need the lazy people. You mix. You mix, you mix, you mix, you mix, you mix. You repeat again mixing. Once you complete that formula, you can spend for 1 acre of fruits. 1 acre of the fruits. Whichever way, if you want to do for the few plants, it is up to you. You can use our common sense to balance. But that formula, it is for 1 acre. Just to spread, you get with the basket, and then you spread around the fruits everywhere. Because the end of the day, people don't know. The tree normally consume with hair roots. And the hair roots are very important. So when you spread all over the land, now you can get the cows, like us an African, the Zimbabweans, or even here in Kenya. Most of the people, they use the cows, flowering with the cows, unarima na ng'ombe. And then still you can put but I don't encourage people to put the tractor in during that kind of the season, to avoid to disturb the air roots. But the cow is okay, or the manual labor of the people is okay. Just the mix, just through digging. You dig with a whole, is it a fork djembe? You dig, just that is mixing. Before you start mixing at the samba, you spread 2 bags of Epsom salt, which is 100 kg in that 1 acre. You spread. Ask yourself, why you did that? Now your roots, they will be during the rain, when the rain will rain, the nematodes will not try to survive to that the copper sulfate mixing. They will die. The wilt bacteria will not survive there. So since your roots are consuming from the soil, taking up to the leaves and the flowers and the fruits, the young fruits, so the plant will not be attacked by blight, because they have the light nutrients from the soil. Because they consumed from the soil, those the fruits will not be attacked, the flowers will not following down. And another thing, the Epsom salt, which is magnesium sulfate in a scientific way, but as we choose to be an organic, because we did not learn too much about the science. The end of the day, action is very important, and what you are trying to do, so you can discover. Every day you discover. So discovering too much science can waste you. But the more you discover in a practical way, if I put the ass, is it working for me? Now those are the questions a farmer is supposed to be learning. So, since the magnesium helps the nerves of the plant, the nerves of the roots, magnesium plays a lot of I think the many years I have been doing the farming, magnesium is the another key or something that I always respect. Every farmer is supposed to be having it. So it will make the softness of the roots, so the roots nerves, even the plant has a nerves. It is like a human being. It is a nature of the plants. So it has the nerves, where those nerves, once they eat the foods, after just the processing those foods from the soil, when the nerves they peak, those magnesium makes the nerves of the plant to be very soft, to peak, and to deliver the food without any problem. Just the nutrients goes direct to where it's supposed to be taken. If it is the flowers need some of the nutrients from the soil, the roots will be easy to deliver at the right time, because the sensors of the flower will tell the roots, the nature of the flowers, they always request leaves, we need this, and then the leaves they will request the branch, we need this. So at that conversation, then the branch, they will request the back of the tree, we need this. So that kind of the memory, and then because the soften of the nerves of from the branches and leaves and the flowers, they are working direct, so they will go straight to the soil, and the nature of the roots will pick exactly what it is in the conversation of the plant up there. So they will deliver the right nutrients to the flower. So the flower will never fall there. They will never fall, or just they will never affected. But if there is a problem with the magnesium at the soil, the flower will request the leaves, please, we need, for example, we need the boron. But since that conversation, if there is a problem with the magnesium sulfate at the soil, before that conversation reach at the root will take the calcium to the flower. Then the flower will get hungry because it get on something it did not request. It is a nature of the tree. And I have been working these things, and I have discovered a lot of things. There is always a communication. So always what I was trying to mean for you, Epsom salt plays a very big part when it comes for the organic farming, even the other inorganic farming. And that is, you will never need to spray anything if you use those things. The nature is always make sure your soil is full. If the soil is full, and if the soil is consuming the right thing, then expect the right product. If you are feeding your soil with the takataka, the unnecessary chemicals, then expect something go bad with you, because invest takataka and then expect to harvest the takataka. That is the way. Just it is a nature of the fruits. That is what I think I can be saying right now. So from today, no. Take a note to understand the crop that you grow. If it is a fruit, every fruit there is something that they love. You must know if, for example, the pomegranate feeding is not the same with oranges. So there is always the different, because, like, for example, the feed that you can feed the kiwi It is not the one you can feed the pineapple. Every plant has the best nutrients that they love eating. It is like a human being. As like the Wakamba, we love the Muthokoi. You see, it is our nature. Wherever you go, you feel Muthokoi or Ogitheri. Without eating those things for a long time, actually you can feel you are sick. Like even you go to the Western region, people, they trust about ugali. If they don't eat ugali, something will go wrong with them. Even they can get sick for nothing. So it is the nature of farming. Those kind of the practical science learning from the plants makes a farmer to be successful. So I think we have talked about something like that, and I'm very happy to explain about that, and I know we will be continue learning a lot. In case you have anything or the question that you are asking, you can comment down to our YouTube channel, and then I will just answer. Either because sometimes it is very hard to get time to type, because typing is a lot of the work still. It needs when we are not busy, but I can do it. I can respond through talking in action way, and you can feel you are comfortable answered. So let us keep learning, because there is a lot of things we need to teach each other. I have to learn from you, and I have to listen from you, and you need to learn from me, and you need to listen from me. Those interactions, they are very, very, very important. So I take this opportunity to thank you for watching and subscribing, and keep subscribing. This year we are going to learn. My focus, it is to teach through the YouTube, and my focus still it is to make sure you success and I answer your questions. So enjoy your day. Thank you.